Hello. It's been quite a while since we've been on here last with our first post. We have now sold our home, left Pennsylvania. We've already spent a couple weeks in St. Louis, Missouri. We moved on to our second location in Missouri. So we are definitely getting used to this whole adventuring
Figuring it out.
thing. It has its bumps and lots of good things along the way. So we wanted to post kind of a second video I didn't get to all the questions last time, and I've had some more questions asked now that we have started this journey and things. So I wanted to start with those questions and then maybe give a brief update as to kind of what we're doing and how it's going. So somebody asked us, who is the first to miss home? We actually haven't really had a whole lot of issues yet with this. Our oldest daughter, who we suspected would miss home first, has said a couple times about missing people. And our youngest son had a weird night one night where he was like, didn't really want to go to bed and wanted to sit with me, but he wouldn't tell me what was wrong with him. So I'm wondering if maybe
a little bit of homesickness.
Yeah, a little bit of homesick there, but I mean, we really haven't had any issues so far. So it's been almost a month and we're still happy and enjoying it. So we'll see.
Everyone's still alive.
All still good. Somebody asked about the beds. Rachel, I love you. So what do you do if the beds are yucky, or the pillows, or...
So we take our own pillows.
Yes, we do.
That's a must.
Because we're old like that.
Yes. We haven't had too big of a problem with the beds so far. I mean,
No.
They're not amazing. Not terrible. I know our friends that do similar do a similar thing like this, that they actually take their own sheets with them and change the sheets on their bed. That seemed like a little bit much for us. We
don't have any room. We realized that wouldn't have worked anyway.
That wouldn't have worked either. So yeah, definitely we're taking our own pillows, and that helps a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't like the last house's bed. This one's okay. And I guess maybe switch rooms with the kids if it's real bad. I don't know. I'm not sure. We haven't really come across that yet. So I guess we'll figure that out if something bad happens. A lot of times reviews on Airbnbs will also tell you if the beds are good or not. So I kind of pay attention to those too. If it's between a couple houses and one says the beds are yucky, I just don't pick that one. Okay, healthcare. That's a big one. I've had quite a few people ask, well, what do you do about the dentist? What do you do about the doctor? What do you do about healthcare? So our health insurance is through Brian's company, which everybody is remote all over the country. So it's not area specific, I guess, where some insurances may be if you're in, a certain spot. So that's good. And then dentist, right now we're just going once a year. Don't get mad at me, instead of twice a year, because we will always be back in the summer. We have a camp meeting that our church does every summer, and we refuse to miss that. So we will always be back to Pennsylvania in the summer for some amount of time. So I already have our dentist appointment scheduled for when we come back to Pennsylvania. And then as far as doctor, any sickness we would get along the way, like an ear infection or a sinus infection, we'd probably just pop over to an urgent care. We don't really have any ongoing health issues that need, a doctor consistently. And our doctor is really great too, and she knows what we're doing, and she said that, if we ever needed anything, to just let them know. So I'm sure if, something came up, she would be more than happy to kind of help where needed. We were in Florida, and I think she called me in something that I needed down there, over the winter. So not too worried about that. Hopefully we don't need a lot of doctors.
Yes, let's not be too sick.
Don't have a lot. How to stay safe. So our first step for this is really looking at reviews of the Airbnbs. So reading reviews, reading what other people have said the neighborhoods look like. Even if there's just one. I was looking at a house in St. Louis here back before we booked our St. Louis house, and all of them were like, oh, it's great, the neighborhood's great. And there was one that said, oh, the neighborhood was kind of sketchy, we didn't feel safe. And so I didn't bother with that one. So even if there's just one review out of a bunch, I just don't risk it. We also do like the Google
Street View.
and kind of get an idea of like what the area looks like and what it looks like around there. What else do we do?
Lock all the doors
There's
at
a
night.
bug. Yeah, of course, which we would do anyway. You bought some special little.
Yeah, they're door alarms that also double as door stops. So you stick them by the door, and if someone tries to open it and they're armed, it makes a really obnoxious sound.
It's obnoxious.
So even I might wake up if I heard it.
I don't know. We actually haven't used those. We felt very safe in the last house and this house. This house is very much in the middle of nowhere.
Very
so
rural.
Not a whole lot going on out here. So yeah, we just do our due diligence to pay attention to the area and do our research. And then, I think even if we drove up to something and felt unsafe, we would take the loss and leave. We're not about risking anything, our safety or the kids' safety. So we do the best we can, and so far so good. We try to stay out of the cities a little bit, even when we're visiting cities. So, you just have to be smart. I think you have to be smart anywhere anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Even in our small towns, you've heard of things happening. So you just have to be smart. But what do our parents think? What do your parents think?
I think they're happy for us. I think they miss us a lot, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I think mine are the same way. I think, my dad has said a couple times, you take the adventure, you can do it, so do it. Go see the world, and of course they will miss us, and they do. But like I said, we'll be back in the summer at least, and hopefully not this Christmas, but maybe next Christmas, and then the Christmases after. And yeah, so I don't know. You have to ask them. Maybe they've lied to us and they think we're crazy. It's a terrible idea. You have to ask them what they think. I do want to. I think last video someone had asked us what our where we were going to stay when we came back. I'm not sure if I clarified. We are not moving back to where we were at the end of this. So that's why we're okay with selling the house. We plan to pick a new state, maybe Florida, maybe not, who knows, at the end of this.
To falling in love with some other place.
Yeah, so we'll see. But that is why we sold the house. So when we do come back to visit, we'll, stay wherever we need to stay or can stay. But I wanted to kind of clarify that, because I wasn't sure if that person understood that we're not moving back. I do miss my house, if I'm being honest. I do miss my house. I miss my neighbor, but we're still living the dream out here. So
yep.
Somebody said, when do we get dates or time away from the kids?
Never.
That doesn't happen. It didn't happen a whole lot before. We tend to be very family centered. We do a lot of things together as a family. We all pile to Sam's Club if we need to make a Sam's Club run, or we just kind of do everything together. So dates weren't a big thing in our life before we left, so this isn't super new. Would it be nice? Sometimes. If I can convince any of you to fly out to wherever I am and babysit, I'm all for it. I'll pay for your flight ticket so we can get a date. But for the most part, this is just our normal life. Put the kids to bed. We do put kids to bed a little bit earlier, probably than most people. We tend to get them ready between 7:30 and put them to bed around 8, so that we can have some time in the evenings where it's kid-free and quiet. So that's kind of what we do. Right now it works. We do have some friends in Michigan that said when we swing by there and stay with them, they'll watch our kids so we can go away for a day. So we're looking forward to that. And my aunt has talked about wanting to fly out and visit us in one of our states. So if you come visit, you're going to take the kids for a day. I'm just here to warn you. If I can convince my neighbor to come out and see us, she can watch kids too. So for now, we're just doing it like this. So I think that was all the questions I have so far. Let us know if you have any more. But so far, things are going well. We're enjoying it. We went from like city living to country living. We like them both. Takes us a little bit of time to get away from this house to get to civilization beyond the cows. But I like it. It's nice. It's quiet. It's peaceful. We're having fun. We're doing lots of things. trying to fit everything in. We did a couple things today, have some things tomorrow, and yeah, so
Lots of
far,
family time.
yeah, we've played games, we've done movie nights, we've went to the lake, we play outside, we played tag, we played ball. I don't know what's different about being on this trip than being at home, but like I have all this free time to like do crafts and color with the kids and play games that I didn't have time to play before. So I don't know what I was doing before we left. I mean, I know what I was doing before we left. We were packing, but before that decision, I don't know what we did. But we have a lot of quality time.
Definitely.
Reading books, reading chapter books, doing school. We baked the other day. So it's been good. It's been good for our family, and I think hopefully it'll be lasting memories, at least for most of the kids that are old enough. We had some sweet neighbors. I have to tell you about my neighbors. So this Airbnb host, super nice. I haven't met him yet, but he's called me a couple times to give us all the, the places to go in the area and the things to do, and just really nice guy. But he goes to a church out here not far, and he must have, I don't know, told one of these people from his church about his people that are staying in his Airbnb. Apparently we were the longest booking he's had, because when I think I told you when I booked it, he's like, "You're booking for 3 weeks?" I'm like, "Yeah, we are." So they came down, an older couple came up the road yesterday and brought us zucchini bread, and it was just so sweet, and told us if we needed anything, and invited us to their church, and just a sweet older couple. So that's been fun. I think that's part of, the fun of this, is being able to like meet random people that we wouldn't meet, and see that there's still good out there in the world and good people. And so we're gonna try that church tomorrow. So we're gonna roll in with our 5 kids and our big van and be a sight for sore eyes to a new group of people. But we're gonna try it and see how it goes. They said they have lots of kids, so we'll see. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We are ready to just keep moving and figure out what's next. And so we just wanted to give you all an update and answer the rest of those questions, and we will talk to you next time we decide to pop on. Bye.